The Rock might be distancing himself from WWE. Rumors are swirling in wrestling circles that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson may be deliberately distancing himself from WWE, and several industry veterans aren't holding back about the possible backstage tension. According to Sportskeeda, former WWE talent Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo have weighed in on the speculation. Russo dismissed the idea that Paul Heyman is genuinely in the dark about The Rock's status as absolute bullst, implying that there is a deeper, perhaps more sensitive, situation unfolding behind the scenes. Coachman further stoked speculation by pointing out that, despite The Rock's strong ties to ESPN through his football league, the UFL, formerly XFL, he was conspicuously absent from WWE's significant promotional push tied to their new ESPN partnership. For many, that omission feels intentional, raising questions about whether his absence is a calculated statement or a sign of strained relations. Fueling the intrigue, Cageaside Seats has reported that creative disagreements between Triple H and The Rock may have derailed long-term booking plans, including a much-anticipated segment slated for WrestleMania 41. This rumored creative clash allegedly resulted in The Rock stepping back from WWE's biggest stage, even though he had been integrated into earlier storyline developments. The absence was notable not just because of the star power he brings, but because his presence had been teased as a game-changing moment for WWE's future storytelling. Meanwhile, eWrestlingNews.com has shed light on the backstage atmosphere, describing it not as hostile, but as quietly unsettled. Several locker room veterans have reportedly been left puzzled by The Rock's sudden silence and his lack of participation in major promotional efforts. One veteran wrestler described the move as an overcorrection, suggesting that The Rock may have intentionally pulled back more dramatically than necessary, perhaps in response to behind-the-scenes frustrations or creative uncertainties. Taken together, these accounts paint a picture of a WWE icon who is currently keeping the company at arm's length. While some sources frame this as a tactical retreat, allowing The Rock to focus on his Hollywood projects and business ventures, others believe it could be a form of protest or a negotiation tactic aimed at reshaping how his character and storylines are handled. Either way, the implications are significant. The Rock's absence not only impacts potential blockbuster matches and cross-promotional opportunities, but could also signal a shift in WWE's approach to integrating part-time legends into long-term storytelling. With WrestleMania 41 and other major events on the horizon, the question is no longer whether fans will see The Rock, it's under what circumstances and on whose terms his return might take place. Brock Lesnar to reveal 56-year-old WWE legend personally brought him back to end John Cena. Rumors are swirling in the WWE Universe that Brock Lesnar's shocking return at SummerSlam 2025 may have been orchestrated by none other than WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H. According to Sportskeeda, speculation suggests that Triple H personally brought the Beast Incarnate back with a very specific mission: to take out John Cena and ensure the 16-time world champion doesn't retain the undisputed WWE title and potentially walk away with it upon his retirement. In this rumored scenario, Lesnar would serve as an insurance policy to derail Cena's farewell run, injecting chaos into what had been framed as a celebratory swan song for one of WWE's most decorated superstars. Cageaside Seats reported that Triple H publicly positioned Lesnar's return as part of Cena's own wish list for his farewell tour, implying that the matchup was a dream bout Cena himself requested before hanging up his boots. However, Cena quickly poured cold water on that notion, firing back with the cryptic remark, "They deal 'em, I play 'em," a subtle but telling comment that suggested he's merely playing the hand he's been dealt, possibly hinting that Triple H and WWE management are pulling the strings behind the scenes. Lesnar's return was nothing short of seismic. Emerging to a thunderous ovation and an equally loud wave of shock, he wasted no time making his intentions clear, brutally assaulting Cena moments after the veteran's grueling title match loss. The attack not only sent shockwaves through the arena, but also reignited memories of their storied history, from their brutal battles in the early 2000s to their infamous squash match at SummerSlam 2014. This latest chapter promises to be even more personal, given the career-ending implications hanging over Cena's head. While WWE has yet to officially confirm any storyline involving the 56-year-old Triple H deliberately summoning Lesnar to end Cena's career, the hints have been carefully woven into recent programming and media coverage. Triple H's calculated smirks, Cena's veiled comments, and Lesnar's sudden, laser-focused aggression all suggest a grander plan in motion. Fans and analysts alike are speculating that this feud could culminate in a career versus career or last match ever stipulation, possibly billed as end of an era too, at a monumental stage such as Clash in Paris or even WrestleMania 41. If these rumors prove true, this would not only be a blockbuster attraction, but also a symbolic passing of the torch moment, pitting two of WWE's most dominant forces against each other one final time. For Cena, it could be the ultimate test of resilience in the twilight of his career. For Lesnar, it would be another legacy-defining conquest. Either way, this potential collision course has all the makings of one of the most emotionally charged and high-stakes rivalries in WWE history.